Most important things here is skating where the puck is going. I used to say this a couple years ago. I would say, you shouldn't build for where the AI models are now. You should build for where they are in a year or two. If you're a large enterprise, if you're, a big effort trying to build something, it's going to take a while to actually deploy and test things. So, you should be imaginative about where the technology is going to go. Don't build for step 4 out of a 10-step workflow. Try and do the whole workflow, even if the AI model isn't quite capable of it yet. And I think 2 years ago people didn't understand the speed at which things were going. So I would often get kind of eyebrows with that advice. But with every model release, people have gradually started to understand this. And so I think the people who understand the most are the ones who kind of transform things end to end. And who use things in the most expansive way possible. So one example is, if we look at, for example, Claude Code, long before we released CoWork, which is our kind of non-technical version of Claude Code, our legal department, our finance department, our comms department started using Claude Code, or more precisely, the kind of agentic engine underneath it, not the CLI tool, but the kind of agentic engine underneath it, because this idea of having an agent and doing tasks applies to far more than just code. And so the companies that have understood that, the kind of users that have understood that, I think have gotten much further ahead than others, and they kind of see the future because they're able to use models in ways that correspond to a product that we haven't released yet. They're able to kind of see ahead of our roadmap. And I think the companies that have worked with us have been the most effective, have deployed things kind of very broadly and leaned very far forward.
Absolutely. One of the things that people have read, and something which is dear to you, is the paper you wrote on adolescence of AI. And for a lot of people out here, they would also want to understand the philosophy and the way that they should be thoughtful about how they're building for the future. What are some of the nuggets that you'd want to leave for them?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the big picture of where AI is going, right? Zooming out from the commercial side, and people wanting to build AI, which is great. The market can bring many benefits, but I think in building, we need to understand that this technology is really going to change the world at a speed and to a degree that we haven't really seen with any other technology before. I mean, that sounds hyperbolic, but if we just look at the rate of improvement and the rate